Hey everyone, welcome back to Collab with Cassie
and Ammu.
So today we are going to talk about a topic. This is a continuation of the video topic that we started, that was stress management. So how to cope with stress. So we are going to take a part from that. So the part from that is today is going to be talking about time management, how we are going to be managing our time. So today all three of us are going to be talking and giving you some points and insights of how to maintain and manage the time, and what are the rules to follow, or what are the tips that we are going to give you, and what can we do. So we'll start. So Neha is going to be answering something. So Neha, what is actually time management?
Now we are going to, as per Casey said, like time management is the process to schedule our daily routine, to like plan what is like in this time. We just schedule our things what we do in our daily routine, in our daily life. Yeah.
So Neha gave a very good brief introduction. So let's talk about some tips. So Amrita, actually, what are the points that we can follow to have self discipline, or to have time management regularly, or how do we put it into practice?
Okay, so I have some important points that I want to share it with you guys. So, which we have to follow. So, first thing is to plan a day and the activities. So, for example, if we have to make a timetable for, like, we have to make a timetable for a day. Okay, if we wake up, we have to make a timetable of coming in case of studies. Okay, I should study this. Okay, or if you're having online classes, if you have some assignments or notes or something like that, you have to keep a particular time for it. Okay, I'll do this thing. Okay, I have a history notes to write, so you have to write notes till this period time to this time limit. So you have to make time so time is more precious, right? So we have to make, like, we have to so as I told you, you have to manage time. So as I told you, make a timetable for each. So make timetable for your study, what you have to do for today. So if I study maths or Hindi, a combination of any subject you have to study, or your activities, you have to keep a time limit. And for your studies, not to study every time, like the whole day time or the day you should not study. You have to keep a time limit for each thing. Or for your activities, if I know many of them watch YouTube, I also watch YouTube. So we have to keep a time limit for, if you are watching YouTube, if you're watching like 2 to 240 or something like that, for your entertainment, watch TV, that also you have to have some time limit. So because it also entertains you, so it also makes you come out from all stress that you have gone through. So yeah, like make time limits for that also. And the next point is that, so we have to make a priority and important things in our life. So as a 8th grader, my priority is to study. So my aim is to study now, because 8th is a very important class. We have to like study, we have a lot to study, like because we are in final year of 8th. So I have to choose subjects, like what my interest, if I'm having an interest in computer, so I have to work hard to get that goal. If I'm getting if I'm getting less marks, then I'm then they'll tell me, they will suggest a subject to me, then I should choose that. I'll be no having interest to study that. So work hard for your aim. So if, for example, if my neighboring friends calls me to play, okay, come, we'll play. So if I tell, okay, I'll come and play, and I not utilize that time for study, so I cannot aim, or I cannot succeed in my aim, which is study. Okay, I should get this subject. I cannot succeed in that uh, thing. And that is my priority. And say no, if I am like telling my neighboring, so I can say no to them. Like if I can utilize that time to study, so I can utilize the whole time to study and say And the next point is say no to what is not important to you. So playing is not important to you. If your aim is to study, so there's playing is not important to you, right? So tell that tell no what is not important to you. And next thing is we must be self disciplined. So I should be self disciplined in following my timetable. If I make a timetable, I should follow that. Okay, I should study Hindi and maths till this time limit, I should follow that. Okay, I cannot do and I go sleep, then I'm breaking that rule, or I'm like breaking my self discipline. So I have to be self disciplined, follow your schedule. If you're doing this till your time limit, follow your schedule. Just don't make timetable and stick it to it. You have to be very disciplined to it too. You should follow that. So that was all about it. You have to follow these rules. It's very important. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Amrita, for such a wonderful brief introduction of the points. So hope everyone has understood what are the points that we can follow to keep our time management. So I wanted to talk about a special rule. It is also known as the 80-20 rule. So this 80-20 rule is actually, when I heard of it, it was very shocking because like no one can do this. But 80-20 rule is a rule that actually you do 20% of effort, but you get the results is 80%. So if I'm example, I have portions in my portions history. In history, I have 3 important chapters and 2 not important chapters. So if even if I don't study the 2 important, 2 not important chapters, but give more focus to the 3 important chapters, that is 20% of effort. I'm not putting 100% of my effort, but in exam, I'll get 80% of marks. So what we should do is you have to prioritize, make the place for most important things. So this is a there's the trick for this. There's a Eisenhower method. So what do you do is in a book, make 4 columns. And that column, in column A, you put urgent and important, important, not urgent, then not important, not urgent, but not important and urgent. So columns like that. So what are you doing is you're dividing your activities. So for example, important and urgent, I have to study history for 2 hours or something, and that is important and urgent. And not important but urgent, that might be notes. I have all subjects notes pending. I have, it is actually not so important, but it is urgent. It's something like that. Then not important, not urgent. So if I watch 5 hours or 6 hours of YouTube, that is not important, not urgent. And then this thing, when it is urgent but not important. So things like we have to do maybe household work or something like that, when my mother tells us to do something, or we have extra activities like what we are doing now, that is not very urgent nor very important. It can even if we stop doing this, we can put this work further to holidays. Maybe holiday homework is also like that, only procrastinate and do it. So when you make this column and you start dividing your work and making a 80-20 rule, you don't need to put your 100%. You don't need to burn your energy. It's only about using the time wisely. So this is the only tricks that I wanted to also tell. So thank you all for listening. So anything from your end? So Neha, were these tips helpful while listening?
Yes, these tips are obviously useful because it helps us to manage our day-to-day timings and what we do in our we'll just evening after classes we can keep a schedule, so we can take half an hour for our entertainment, and after that we can keep any other our studies, any other things that we schedule. So we have the opportunity, so we can use it. So we should not waste that valuable time.
So very good. Thank you for all listening to this, and hope we took your suggestions. So hope that the session was a little shorter than usual, and please do give us feedbacks every day.
Yeah.
The videos. We are open to receiving feedbacks and suggestions. And Neha, thank you for coming for our session today.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you much.
Okay, so I think it's time to say bye. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.